What is up, everybody? I'm your legendary commander, and welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved. And in this video, we have our victor, only by technicality though, right behind us. Had the environment not prevented us from continuing to cause bleed damage, this giga should have been dead. But we've got our giga here. This is the same giga, alright? The same giga, and we have force tamed him. What has he turned out as now? Now that he's force tamed, where's his stats at? 37 melee, 39 health. So he's got a really good stat. We're going to go ahead and imprint on him, and we're going to push him all the way to an imprinted giga. And then what we're going to do is have him face 5 good imprinted carnos. And we're going to find out if the giga can beat 5 imprinted carnos. Alright guys, so I've got him imprinted here. As you can see, he's now rocking 34, almost 35,000 health. And a melee of 262, which gives him a bite damage of... about 1,000 damage, which that's a heck of a bite, right? But of course we know this isn't it, because we're gonna max him out, because nobody takes their giga and doesn't breed it and then try and max it out. So let's get it bred. Let's get it maxed out. Gonna add him some experience. Alright, this should be enough experience to get him where he needs to be. And as always, we pump it all to what? That's right, melee. Every bit of it points is melee on a giga. No, nothing else for a giga, always melee. So we're gonna push this as high as we can. He should hit around 3,000 damage before this is over. Alright, so now let's find something to bite and make sure he is hitting within the realms of our previous test. Pretty close. Let's try something that might not have been as consistent. Make sure I didn't mess up here. Yep, every point in there. So he is hitting a little lower than the last one. That much is true. However, he does already have some extra points into health. And that is just due to gigas are a little random, you know. I mean, when you just go out and force tame one, you don't necessarily get exactly what you want. And I didn't have like a cloning chamber to clone the exact same giga every time, nor do I have the exact same chamber to clone all the carnos. So we're gonna go ahead and get him healed up, and then we're gonna pit him against some infinite stats. Then we're gonna get him healed up, and then we're gonna pit him against some cherry-picked good carnos. Alright guys, so we have got ourselves actually 6 carnos, and we're going to follow the D&D rules 46 and drop the lowest, right? So we're actually going to get rid of one of these carnos here. The lowest one. Who is the weakest of the link? 35 and 29, not looking too good. He's looking good. 39 and 34, that's a good static carno. That would be a good one to maybe breed with some of these other ones. 29, lowest health. 29, so you're worse than him, so you're already looking bad. 38 and 33, I think you're going to stay just because you have a really good melee. So, Mr. 29, what do you got to compete with? 36 and 29 melee. That's a tough one right there. Do we trade melee for health or health for melee? This guy is a good all-rounder, 36 in both categories. So, definitely not him. Him or the other guy. Get 36 health and 29 melee. You give me 34 melee. I think I'm gonna get rid of the melee. I'll take the health first. The health will actually help because I can always re-add points later into that stat. So it was really hard to get these guys spawned in. Definitely hard to get them to spawn in because carnos don't, for the life of me, I don't know why, spawn high for the most part. So, we got ourselves 5 carnos. We're going to set them over into our little area. And we're going to get them imprinted. And then we're going to level them up with 15,000 health. And then what we're going to do after that is give them everything we can to melee and see if we can win this fight. So guys, now you can look at them now that they're imprinted. And you can see they're all doing about 500+% damage. You might be saying, well, they only said 400 and 397. But remember, Super Spyglass knocks off 100% damage off of them and only reads the new damage after 100%. So this guy does 500% damage. Now, we're going to have to level them up, of course. They're already going to be stronger. But we also have the old saddles from the last battle. These are the exact same saddles. And we even got the giga saddle from the previous battles. So, we're going to put these saddles on, level them up, and then we're going to put the one on the giga. I am going to test the bleed damage that this does to a giga. And then we're going to pit them against each other in the end and see what happens. Alright guys, so we had an accidental failure here. He accidentally got his points pumped up in another stat, so we ended up getting another Carno, and this one actually happened to tame out really well. He had a really good melee, but ended up rolling a 38 in melee and 31 in health. Meanwhile, he was already rocking like a 30-something in melee, so he put all his points into health, so I think he wanted to be a little more healthy in the end. And so he joined the ranks. And we're running with an additional 38 melee Carno. He needs to be pumped up real quick. So let's get him to 15,000 health. $15,000 and some testing. We want to see. Right now he's sitting at health like that. If I do this, how badly is he bleeding? And honestly, it's a respectable amount, similar to what the Aloes did. So it's not like, I mean, if you look, he knocked out about 1,500 health with one bleed. If you could do random attacks on a Giga like this, just zip in, hit him, get out, zip in, hit him, get out, zip in, hit him, get out, and just let him bleed, this Giga would die over time. Now, of course, this guy would never let that happen. So we're going to pit 5 of these guys against this one Carno. But this is an interesting thought in itself. If you had a Carno, and you could zip in and hit him, and then run away, you could essentially bleed out a Giga with a good saddle. And given their speed and the amount of stamina a Carno has, well, I mean, the Giga might be able to catch you, but we'll see. Alright guys, so we have our 5 Carnos. These are the same 5 Carnos we had a minute ago, and they are literally going to take on this Giga. This Giga is carrying the same saddle it had in the previous 2 rounds, except it's just a different Giga, of course. If you want to look at its stats real quick, it is unclaimed on neutral. You can see its stats right there. Meanwhile, we're riding the same Carnos we had previously. Everybody is much more powerful. I really think we're going to demolish this one. Now, actually, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to move him up just a few more feet, because I'm going to try and keep him out of the water this time. That way, if he stays out of the water, everybody can actually experience this better. This is probably the most important battle of them all, and we can't mess this up. So he is now right here. Behavior. We're back. Make sure his behavior's on neutral. There we go. Options, unclaim. Alright. So all the variables as best they can be for both sides. Well, actually for one side more than the other side. Let's do this. We're already pushing him out of the water. Let's see if I can get to the other side. Nope, nope, nope. We're going to go right out into the water. But I don't really know if that's going to be a big issue. Let's just do what we can until we can't do it no more. Oh my god, he is demolishing us this time. He literally demolished us this time. So this is definitely a different result than I expected. Unlike the Aloes, when it came to fighting a real Giga, these guys did not do the same job. Let's go ahead and claim him back here and get him out of the water. He is truly victorious on this level. Now I know we did end up falling into the water and we couldn't bleed him for long, but we were not even out in the water nearly as long. And he demolished the 15,000 health that we had. He is truly a champion of champions. And I think that kind of answers the question, should you pick carnos against gigas. If you had enough of them, maybe, but we really didn't do that much damage. I mean, he was able to really keep us off, and this one did not work out in our favor. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure to tell your friends. And if I ever actually did something wrong in this video, you think I should do something different, I realized that falling out in the water was probably not the best, but I don't think it affected it that much. But if there's anything you might see that I might have done wrong, mention it in the comments. If you have another idea for a different one, you want to see something else, please mention it in the comments. Just like these videos right here. These came into existence because somebody actually suggested, hey, maybe you should try it. So we tried it. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed it, like I said before, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure to tell your friends. But y'all take care. And I'll catch you next time.